ago, we saw some stories coming from northern Christians saying that they are actually not going to support that ticket. In fact, we've seen a whole lot of ripples that ticket has been causing. Just like we just read out to our listeners, number of personalities, chieftains of the party who are threatening to leave, and those who have already left. What do you are you really afraid that this will affect the chances of your party come 2023?
Okay, thank you. But before I go to answer your question, it's important to situate things in their context. First of all, we're talking about democracy here. And two, we're talking about politics here. The first is that democracy guarantees freedom of choice. And then politics, guarantees you to run for election and seek to win election. So that said, APC as a party ceded its presidential ticket to the north, to the south. And that is in keeping with the unwritten understanding that we have in Nigeria, that the presidential power should be, is not written, should move from north to south. And the APC did that. Now, having ceded its ticket to the south, presidential ticket, a candidate emerged from the primaries. Now, the candidate and the party needed to get a running mate, and then they went north. Now, when you go north, now you're going to look at a number of things, including your ability to win the election, because you can only execute your policies and programs and all the good things you promised you want to do if you win the power. So when they went to the north, they made certain consultations and they looked at a lot of parameters, including, the Christian thing and the Muslim thing. And they came to a point to say, okay, if we want to win this election, to be able to continue what we are doing and what we want to do, we need to make the best pragmatic decision possible. Building, also considering that there are these sentiments, there are these realities about our religious dynamics. Eventually, the party and the candidate settled for Senator Shettima. And that is where we are right now. And it happened to be that Senator Shettima is a Muslim. Agreed. Bola Tinubu is a Muslim. But if you are a minority Muslim from the southwest, and you go to the north, that is majority Muslim, it might be difficult for you to pick a minority Christian. That the argument is not whether they are competent people that are Christians in the north. People have said this, and I'm always objective. The point is,
Dr. Diala,
yes, sir.
Please, I want you to help me with this clarification.
Okay.
Is there anything like minority Muslim and majority Muslim, minority Christian and majority Christian?
When you are using the word, and I'm using the word in context, in the southeast, for instance, you have more Christians than Muslims. So you will say that Muslims are in the minority. That's the point I'm making. It's a simple, straightforward point. I hope that is clear. It's not about minority in the context. So that's what has happened. And of course, it will generate views. I, as a Christian, truth be told, I dreamt, I would loved to have the VP candidate as a Christian. But I'm also a practical and pragmatic nationalist who understands that religion, as much as it is important as a spiritual connection between you, me, and my God, should also not be elevated so much in our national politics and governance. And that's what has happened. And that's why I understand what is being said. And yes, to your point about the northern Christians who are, yes, that's the point about democracy. They have a right to say, I don't want this. They even have a further right to say, I am not going to vote for this party. That's okay. I want us to lower the noise, because there's so much noise that we even miss the key points. They have yes.
It means your party doesn't really, bat an eyelid about what happens afterwards.
No, that is not correct. The point is that, remember, the party has made this decision. And remember, the party didn't just fly in and fly out. the party consulted and spoke with northern Christian leaders who they felt.
We are the northern Christians in agreement.
How do we say northern Christians? Is there a committee? Is there a group? Is there a place called northern Christians?
We have some leaders in APC who are Christians from the north.
I agree with you.
There are reports that they are meeting to actually come up with an acceptable resolution that will be binding on all Christians in the north. Are you not aware of this?
That is also beside the point, and people have a right to meet and to decide what they want, but people have no right. Nobody has a right to impose on me. For instance, I'm a Catholic, and somebody says all Catholics should vote for Mr. A or B. That is something that all of us should discourage. People should be allowed to develop an independent mind about democracy and elections. It doesn't mean that a group cannot say this is what we want, and we respect that.
Dr. Diala, do you know how sensitive this issue is in today's Nigeria? Do you understand how sensitive it is?
And that's the point. How did it become so sensitive? My brother, I want you to follow me. I am like you. I'm a Christian. I would want a Christian to be the running mate. Fine. But please, how did we get it to make it to become so sensitive over and above every other consideration? This is the point. At what point are we going to begin to desensitize that issue that, apart from governance, religion has really messed up a lot of even our personal relationships as human beings and citizens?
When you started, you made mention of an unwritten understanding.
Yes.
About power shift between North and South.
Yes.
And over time, since the return of democracy since 1999, this understanding about Muslim and Christian tickets has been there.
No, sir.
Has violated that.
Why
have you violated that?
Let me correct you, sir. The power sharing or rotation agreement is based on geopolitical reasons, not religious reasons. I want you to prove me wrong. A convention, a practice is different from a law. Even the rotation, the geographical format is not written in law. There's nowhere it was said that when you zone to the south or to the north, then you also have to further zone it to a Christian or Muslim. But that is what we have been doing, right? It is not wrong. At the same time, too, it is not wrong. And I'm not saying it because I'm an APC member. It is not wrong if exigencies of time make it that you go another. I'm not sure APC planned that they will have a Muslim ticket. Politics is dynamic and pragmatic. At any point in time, you take a decision. The only thing that is even in the constitution of our founding fathers or those who wrote it, didn't even factor in shifting from north to south. We did it in our wisdom. And I'm saying that is fine. But taking it further and digging it so deep the way we are going about religion, we should be careful. Because I have said that somehow, we always see things from only one immediate angle. What if tomorrow, because of this, we have a Christian ticket?
Dr. Diala.
Yes, please.
In all honesty, let's be honest.
Yeah.
In today's Nigeria, do you think that Christian ticket can fly in today's Nigeria? Just let's be honest.
No, we're being honest. I don't even know whether a Muslim ticket will fly. We are not there yet. And that's the point. But the point I'm making is that certain difficult historic changes are stumbled upon by accident. But when you have set a precedent that you have had a Muslim ticket, if it flies, in 10 years' time, somebody comes and there's somehow a Christian ticket, who will have the moral authority to challenge it? This is why I say let us be futuristic. At the end of the day, when you go to this argument, people say, are there not intelligent people who are Christians in the north? My brother, are there not women in Nigeria who are very intelligent and educated and competent? Why have they not been president?
Did your party actually factor in all this uproar this decision is raising right now? Did they factor in? Look at so many persons already leaving the party. So where will this actually leave your party ahead of 2023?
I have said, and I mean it, decisions about politics. One, you take it to win power. But two, you also take it and you're ready to bear the consequences, positive or negative. I don't want to believe that the APC did not know that somebody like me will raise an eyebrow if eventually we have a Muslim ticket. I also believe that they also factored it in that some people will have issues with it. And they also factored in what they intend to do about it, which could be that they are going to assuage, reassure the people. And let me say this, because we spend so much time on the religion of the individuals. Please, have you taken time to check who Kashim Shettima is as an administrator, as an individual?
Of course, I was actually coming to who he is. Of course, we know stories about him too, and we are so many persons are wondering why Kashim Shettima. Of course, you know what transpired when he was the governor, the Chibok thing, and all of that. Is that candidate or is that ticket actually sellable in today's Nigeria?
Please, I don't talk stories. I talk things that we all know. We know Kashim Shettima. If you have not, read more about him, not stories. Kashim Shettima as a governor of Borno State in war times. And we know what he did in spite of even the war to galvanize the state, to keep the state alive from going down. We also know how he deliberately and responsibly protected the Christians in Borno. We know that Kashim Shettima, if you place him alongside many governors from other states who were not in any kind of conflict, he still beat them. That's the point I'm making. Let's yes, Chibok happened. And we all know how Chibok happened. And everything around it.
Why are we exonerating Kashim Shettima from the Chibok incident? He was a governor, and the duty of the governor is to protect the people of his state as well as their welfare. So, and over time, we've been seeing a letter purportedly written by the then Minister of State for Education, now Governor of Rivers State, perhaps directing Shettima not to allow examination to go on. And he corrupted that order. And what can you say about that?
See, first of all, I didn't exonerate Shettima. If you listen to Shettima at the time, and I'll send you the videos, Shettima took responsibility as the CEO of the state for whatever happened. Now, you come to Chibok, you talking, what you're saying, the Borno State government, represented by the deputy governor then, met with INEC officials. And they decided that they were going to move students from areas that were more prone to the Boko Haram insurgency to safer places for their WAEC exams. Now, Chibok at the time, let us be please realistic and calm. Chibok at the time was not known for Boko Haram activities. Go and check. Now, Chibok was one of the places where they considered safe by their wisdom, my brother, and intelligence. These things are not picture perfect. And WAEC officials went to Chibok and said, okay, this is good enough. Unfortunately, these people saw a soft target and struck in all sincerity, my brother, and in all Christian fairness and justice. Is it proper if somebody makes even an innocent mistake or somebody that is even beyond his control that you say he was responsible? I've read stuff like that for the Chibok. It's the Governor Wike, who was minister then of education, wrote a letter, yes, which I have seen. But the fact on the ground was that WAEC officials met with the government and they agreed on a number of things, including the schools were where those exams will hold. The question should be, what now happened? After the incident happened, how long did it take the Nigerian government to respond? Because at a point the governor there's a limit to his powers. Now this is not making excuse for anybody. This is setting the records straight.
All right. Perhaps, Doc, we will still revisit this issue. We don't have much time.
Yes.
But before I let you go, and let me quickly ask you this. You are still on the ticket.
Yeah.
There are some insinuations, some opinion that this will further polarize the country. I know you may not agree with this, but we must be honest to ourselves that religion plays a vital role in this nation.
Yes.
And that you don't, put these sensitivities side by side, it tends to polarize. That's what they are saying. And my question is this morning, how united do you think Nigeria will be if we have these tickets selling through in 2023? Quickly.
I always look for opportunities in difficult situations. I agree that these tickets can polarize Nigeria. I also know for a fact that these tickets can unite Nigeria, can change the narrative. If the APC, and I'm not speaking about APC now, but if the APC is able to see the potentials, depending on how they navigate it, both before the elections and after, if they're able to navigate it and get people to be comfortable with these two individuals, who they are antecedents even of the Tinubu, is somebody who's married to a Christian and all that. Well, if they're able to do that before the elections, and if they win, that's an if they win, to lead and govern, and people will see that, oh, really, religion has nothing to do with governance and delivering dividends, then we will see the other side of it. That's what I want to say. Let's look at the bigger picture always, and let's tone down on the emotions. I thank my Lord Bishop Kuka and other Christian leaders in the North who are talking the way Democrats should talk. You have a right of choice. If you don't like the APC choice, there are 15 other choices. And I want you guys in the media to help me send this message. Let's not fight. Take a choice. At the end of the day, majority will have the way. And I can tell you, Nigeria will be better for that.
Thank you very much, Dr. Uche Diala. He is actually a chieftain of the ruling APC. Many thanks for joining us on the show this morning. Perhaps some other time we'll still call on you to, give us some perspectives on some certain issues concerning your party. We appreciate you for taking our call.
I'm glad. God bless.